All right, so today's message is when God exposes people in your life, it's a good thing and not a bad thing. You know, I heard Pastor Garrett Johnson say, wrong people look like right people until exposed by time. And what you have to understand is, you know, everybody can't go with you to the next level. You know, some people are afraid of spiritual heights, just like an airplane. If there's too much weight on it, the airplane will either crash or it can't get off the ground. So, you know, some people bring a lot of baggage with them, you know what I'm saying? So as you get closer to God, you know what I'm saying, you want to change for the better, or God gives you ideas, you know, some people aren't going to see it, and they're going to give you advice that is unqualified, even though they might have good intentions. So it's not saying they're a bad person. Romans 12:2, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, and which is good, pleasing, and perfect. So just like I sent a message yesterday, just like, seasons, there are people that have seasons in our life. You know, 1 John 4:1, it says, "Dear friends, do not believe everyone who claims to speak by the Spirit. You must test them to see if the Spirit they have comes from God, for there are many false prophets in the world." So we have to be careful with who we're talking to, because we know death and life is in the power of the tongue. And again, you know, they may be giving us advice, and sometimes, you know, we feel like they're qualified and actually they're unqualified. So that's what you need to be able to. And we even look back with Jesus, you know, they don't really talk about it, but there were more than 12 disciples at first, you know. And we look at John 6:64. Yet, and I'm reading to verse 66, "Yet there are some of you who do not believe, for Jesus had known from the beginning which of them did not believe and who would betray him." Verse 65, he went on to say, "This is why I told you that no one can come to me unless the Father enabled them." So they didn't like that. Verse 66, from this time, many of his disciples turned back and no longer followed him. So as you see, there's some people, you know, they were there for a quick season. It was just like, that's it. You know how we have seasons where, you know, we say, well, we really didn't have a winter this year, you know, or anything like that. You know, it wasn't like, you know, a normal winter or anything like that. But, you know, where God is taking you in this next level, everybody can't go, you know what I'm saying? Because some people, again, like I said, are afraid of the elevation, or some people will begin to get jealous of what God is doing for you. And that's why the Bible says, be careful. We're not to compare ourselves to others. You know what I'm saying? You need people that are going to celebrate you, that are going to pray with you. You need people that are going to pray for you. You need people that are going to encourage you and even let you know if you shouldn't be doing something, you know what I'm saying, that's not beneficial for you. That's who you need in your life. You know what I'm saying? We got to be careful. And the Bible says, try to live peaceably among everybody. You know, sometimes you have to love people from a distance, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it just might be a season now. Unless God says they can come back into your life or anything like that, then that's why you got to discern. So the most powerful thing you can ask God for, one of them, is discernment. You know what I'm saying? Seeing who people really are. And then just praying for them. You know, we don't have to gossip about them. We just pray for them. Love y'all. God bless.